Hello Arsenal fans, how you doing around the world? Welcome to another podcast of Arsenal Future. It was truly Chris from Arsenal Future. Hope you're all alright and you're well rested and everything. Wow, it's another lovely hot day again today in London town. We've got Friday the 16th of August 2024, and I'm out here in the sun. It's just a quick video. It's quite possible today that we might do a few videos actually, because the Premier League starts today. We've got Manchester United against Fulham at Old Trafford later on tonight. Our game against Wolves, aka Arsenal versus Wolves at the Emirates, is on tomorrow. So we're going to do a preview for that, as we've done before. We're going to try and fix up the fonts like I told you about before and so on, and change up the graphics, and there's going to be some new changes to the channel. I want you to subscribe to this channel please for further content like this and more. Like the videos, because it helps to YouTube with the algorithms to push our videos out there, and for other people to like them. Leave your comments because we want to hear from you, and share the videos if you possibly can. Yeah, so basically this is just about simply a video about some of the latest transfer news, Arsenal wise. That at the same time, we've been linked with Merino, Real Sociedad. So I'm just looking behind because I'm on the road. Yeah, Merino from Real Sociedad. Man, I'm telling you, I must say this transfer window has been very disappointing, because we've only really signed one player. We said we needed at least I wanted at least up to 6 signings actually, but I've been happy with 4. If we'd gotten 4 signings, I'd have been quite happy with that. I wanted the left back situation wasn't such a bad thing, because Calafiore develops our play, so fair enough. We wanted a striker because we do miss some chances, and even though we scored the 91 goals last season, I think we scored the most, if I'm not mistaken, I think we scored the most goals in the Premier League last season. I think it was it Man City? I think it was us. I think it's the most goals we've ever scored in the Premier League. In history. We've won it 3 times, but it's the most goals we've ever scored in the Premier League, 91. And so, but we still could have scored more. I think we could have got to 100 goals last season, and we could have won a couple more games if we had a striker. We missed some chances. I remember, it was a game against Burnley and a game against, funny enough, Wolves at the Emirates last season. We missed some chances in that game. Even though we won the game, we could have won it more emphatically. Also, the game against Aston Villa away, that really, really peed me off, because we should have won that game by at least 2 clear goals. We lost 1-0, and that's one of the games that, I think stopped us from winning the league, even though that was a bit earlier in the season, but we could have still won that game. We should have won that game. And also the game, obviously, most crucially, against Aston Villa at the Emirates, towards the end of last season, when we lost 2-0 to Villa. But before Villa scored their first goal, we probably should have been 2-0 up. But there was also a game against West Ham around Christmas time, I think it was, wasn't it? When we lost 2-0. Could have been 3-0 because they missed a penalty as well. And we should have won that game, because we had about 31 shots on goal. I think we had about maybe a dozen shots on target. But that's another game that we should have won and could have won. And that's what we mean. We should be scoring more goals. But anyway, so a striker is what we need. We're linked to Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. I'm hearing that. I don't know if I should believe it or not. I'm hearing that Edu has flown to. Apparently, he's flown out anyway. So he's flown out to Spain to try and wrap up the Mikel and Merino deal. We're about 10 million short from Real Sociedad's valuation of the player. They want, I think, something along the lines of 30 million euros, and we are only offering 20 million euros. So there's a big gap of 10 million euros difference. And things like this really pees us off of Arsenal, because they don't always push out all the stops to get the players that they really should get. They always mess about, and then as a result, we don't get the players that we should need, and to push us over that line a bit extra. So those are the things that really irks me about Arsenal. And I think there's a funeral taking place, so I just come over here a bit. Yeah, so that's more or less it in a nutshell. And so these things irks me. You know, you can see me because the sun is really beaming. And I'm at this place now because I'm doing some charity work for these people down the road from where I'm staying. You know, I'm bringing some food for the homeless people here to help them out because times are really hard. And so my people, you know, it's a tough time. And yeah, I'm just saying. So basically, we need to get this thing moving because the season starts today. Our game starts tomorrow. Remember that the transfer window shuts about on the 30th of August. They shut back the 30th of August. Can you see me? I don't know if you can. The sun is so strong. I've got to turn so you can see me. There's people coming down here. It's a busy area sometimes because there's a church here, shops, and then there's another church around the corner as well, and then stuff happening around there. So I want to make sure I'm standing in a place where people don't sort of like walk into me. Yeah, so basically, so you might sometimes see me moving a bit sometimes because people are passing and the road's quite narrow. Yeah, so back on track. Yeah, so we need a striker. You know, I don't want Ivan Toney. A lot of people want Ivan Toney. I don't particularly want Ivan Toney. The striker I really wanted was Isaac from Newcastle, but it's looking like we're going to get Isaac. So if we're not going to get Isaac, for me, it's between Gyökeres and Osimhen. I don't know what it was about Osimhen. I liked Osimhen about a year or two ago when Napoli won the title. But when I saw him in the AFCON was it? When was it? The AFCON was, I think, it was this year, wasn't it? He missed some chances. He looked average on the AFCON. I didn't like him, you know, for Nigeria. But I think Victor Gyökeres is good at running in behind, you know. And I like that sort of player because we make so many chances. The likes of Odegaard laying it off and Saka and even Decker sometimes when he gets it right with the passing. And you know he's good at running in behind. You see, and I love that. And I like Gyökeres. He can score with his head, he can score with either feet. I think he's strongest on his right, though. I think from what I'm seeing, I could be wrong, you know. And there's a church there as well. So I'm hoping that I don't get hit for copyright. So I'm hoping that, you know, it's always when I want to try and record something, these sort of things happen. It's unbelievable. Honestly, you can't get a piece. So sometimes you're talking and then someone is singing a song and then you might get hit for copyright. Some of what they're saying comes into the actual video content. And so it's really, really frustrating, you know. So that's basically what I'm saying in a nutshell, you know. Gosh. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying in a nutshell. That's why I said that sometimes I'm going to have to move away because there are people walking and plus there's a church there and they're singing. For some reason, this Friday morning, it's just gone midday and they're spelling out these songs already. It's oh gosh. It can be frustrating sometimes. But basically, so what I'm saying in a nutshell. So yeah, so Victor Gyökeres, Mikel Merino. A lot of people said that they wanted Fabian Ruiz instead of Mikel Merino from, you know, in the midfield. But I don't think we're going to get Ruiz. We're linked with him in the Euros while the Euros is on. But since the Euros is finished, we've rightly been linked with him. So it's looking like Mikel Merino. That's the one it seems that we're going to sign. Mikel Merino. Hopefully we can come in the middle. If we're offered 20 million and they want 30 million, then maybe it'd be 25 million. May do it. We might have to meet Real Sociedad in the middle. But we need to get a move on because, you know, before other clubs may sniff around and come in and gives Sociedad the time to get a replacement for him, you know, and so on, you know, and then we need a wide player. But I'll be happy if we only just get a striker, we don't get a winger at the moment. I wanted a winger as well as a striker, but because time is so short, and I'm thinking that maybe Gabriel Jesus could play on the right side. So when Saka's injured, we can have somebody there to foil for Saka, you know, because Saka's going to need break time sometimes. He can't play every game, and he's been getting these niggling injuries the last several months. So I think Gabby G can play on that right side. Reece Nelson can play there, and I know we're trying to get rid of Reece Nelson, but for the time being, I'll actually keep him because he's decent. He's not too bad. So for the time being, I'll keep him. But if the big offer comes in from, say, I don't know, Brighton, who are linked with him, and so on, you know, if we get a 15-20 million pound offer for Reece, I would sell him. And maybe we'll have to look for somebody on the market. It might be that we'll have to go maybe in January when the window opens again, or it could be next summer. I'm not sure, but we'll have to get somebody in to replace him. You know, as somebody who can improve the squad. Maybe even somebody who pushes Saka. So we'll have to go for somebody on the higher end of the market. I don't know. I'm just, for argument, maybe somebody like I don't know, Serge Gnabry. I know he's a bit older. Leroy Sané we're linked with at the moment. Or somebody like, I'm trying to get names, but the names aren't quite rolling at the moment. I wanted Nico Williams, but he won't leave from. He's staying at Atletico. He played their game on yesterday, I think it was, and he came on. He was on the bench and they came on their first game. I can't remember who they're playing against, but I know they played their first game in La Liga yesterday, Thursday. Yeah. And so, anyway, that's about it. I don't know if I'm going to do the breakdown about Califuria. I may do, I may not. Look out for it, but I may decide not to do it actually, because I think we know what he brings. We all know what he brings to the table. So I may not talk about it. I may leave that, and you see how it goes. Yeah. Before I forget, I want to say big up to Robbie from AFTV for that walk he did, because you know Robbie is doing a walk for prostate cancer. Prostate cancer, my tongue, prostate cancer. He's walking all around the Premier League grounds. He took him, I think, 3 days to do it. So he walked to every single London Premier League ground. I see not all the Premier League grounds, but every single London Premier League ground. So I think he started off at Brentford, then to Fulham, then to Chelsea, and then he went to he went to West Ham, and then to Crystal Palace. Then he ended up at Arsenal. No, when it came to Spurs, and then he finished up at the Emirates Arsenal. So that's a few clubs' grounds he walked through, and he did all that for charity, raising awareness for prostate cancer. Because you know, prostate cancer also, you know, 1 in every 4 black men can get it and can die from it. And with white men it's 1 in 8, so it's higher. It's a higher risk for black men. So if you get prostate cancer as a black man, it's very, very fatal. So that's why he was doing that charity work for, you know, all the prostate cancer sufferers and so on. But we'll talk about this again somewhere down the line. I may even do a stream about it. We'll see how it goes, because these things are very important. And yes, we'll talk about, we love football. We're here for Arsenal fans, football content. But occasionally we have to talk about life situations as well, real life situations. Because a lot of people we've known, I've known a couple of guys who passed away from it. You know, friends, like, you know, so we have to talk about these things and bring it to the table. Anyway, my people, so yeah, so if we can go out and finalise Merino for the midfield and try and get a striker in. At this stage, I'll just be happy with another midfielder and a striker. But I personally don't think Arsenal will get a striker or winger. I think they'll just get Merino in and then be done with that. Because they're probably saying to themselves, we scored all those goals last season, like we mentioned at the top of this video. We're okay for the time, but I don't think Kai Havertz alone up top is going to be enough. I think we need more than Kai Havertz. We need a prolific striker. I apologise if sometimes, as I said before, the sun is beaming, so I hope you can see me, but I'm trying my best to see, because I can't even see myself on the screen. Yeah, so we've said that probably Kai Havertz is enough, but we need more. Gabby J ain't a striker. He told us that he's not really a prolific striker, so he's not really a striker. He could chip in with a few goals, but he's more of a winger, probably even a number 10, but we need a predator. As the guys on the road will say, we need a gunman. So we need to sort it out. So hopefully we can sort that out. But we're going to speak some more again. Of course, we've got maybe a couple more streams before the game tomorrow. We're going to do a preview of the game. I also want to do a preview of what would take us to win the league. So I may do that later on. So look out for that one later on. So you take care out there. Love you all. Keep subscribing, as I said. And you know, I might even leave the link for Robbie down in the description, so you could donate, because he's looking for donations and for the walk and for the charity in general. So I'll leave the link down in this video here, so you can go straight there and donate if you can. Even if £1 is appreciated. If you can afford £100, £1,000, not a problem. You take care. As I said, you look after yourselves, and see you later. Bye for now. Bye bye.